Hello, and welcome to the Carpe Noctem Show. I'm your host, Carpe, and today we are going to be talking about tax laws, as it is that time of year where we must pay the government their uppance. Now, believe it or not, it's, January, start of the tax season every year. Everybody's looking for that handout. Let's start with number one, the jock tax. Apparently, after the Chicago Bulls beat the LA Lakers back in 1991, California decided to start taxing the state income of each of those players. So every time a player plays, no matter what sport, they have to pay a tax on what they made during that game to California. Number two, the window tax. Now, this one came out of England and Scotland. In the 18th and 19th centuries, this tax on windows was actually meant as a tax on the wealthy without calling it such. If you had more than 2 windows, you had to pay a tax. I'm guessing bricklayers made a lot of money that year. Number 3, the Cow Flatulent Tax. According to this, cow farts, yes, I said it, cow farts, make up 18% of the greenhouse gases that are causing global warming. According to the FAO of the UN, that's Food and Agriculture Association, or Organization, it's just $18 per cow tax in Ireland. However, in Denmark, it's $110 per cow. Woo! Number 4, a playing card tax. Now, Alabama charges 10 cents per deck of cards sold outside of normal state sales tax. Now, if you compare that to states like Nevada that give you a free deck of cards with every tax return you file, that's different. Blueberry tax. Now, here's one for you. Everybody loves blueberries, right? According to Maine, the production of wild blueberries is one of the most important agricultural industries in their state, making it necessary to protect it with a tax. Without the tax, the precious blueberries of Maine could be over-harvested. The state of Maine gets $0.015 per pound, keeping the blueberry business in check so that the plants are able to thrive. Cool. Candy tax, because the candy man can. Coming from Chicago, the candy tax has much to do with semantics as it does chemistry. Who can blame them for taxing something irresistible? For example, candies prepared with flour, like chocolate and ice cream, count as food and therefore taxed normally. Candy prepared without flour, such as hard candies and suckers, are labeled candy and therefore taxed an additional 5.25% merchandise tax. That's insane. Goes for soft drinks too. Google tax. There you go. Yeah, you're gonna get taxed to use that Google. The Culture Ministry of France determined taxing online advertisements, such as those that appear on Google, Facebook, and Dig, will occur up to $29 million per annum. Microsoft, AOL, and Yahoo will also be subject to the tax. France is eager to use this revenue to support artists and online culture information centers for the citizens of France. According to 20 Minutes, President Nicolas Sarkozy is the pusher behind this revolutionary tax. Cool. Every time you go on Google search, you're paying tax in France. Interesting. There are some honorable mentions. In Canada, the makers of children's breakfast cereal are granted a tax-exempt status if their cereals contain free toys. However, this exemption is only limited to toys that are not beer, liquor, or wine. And in conclusion, from a Russian beard tax to a British wig powder tax. Now, I know you guys remember hearing about this in school. There was a wig tax back in the day, back in the colonial era. There are plenty of oddities to choose from in this list. I mean, it's nuts. We all have to pay taxes. Only a few things in this life are certain. You're born, you die, and you gotta pay taxes. You know what? You even gotta pay taxes when you're dead. So this has been Carpe Noctem. Y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you later.